What's going on, everybody? It's Elliot Scott from ElliotScottDating.com, and as you can see by the title, I'm asking you if you're better off alone. Now, this is a hypothetical. Like, I'm not really asking you if you're better off alone. I'm going to go somewhere with this. But before that, I just want to say I'm making this on Easter, so happy Easter. Hope you, your family, everything you're doing is fun, safe, and so forth. Okay. But back to the actual video. I'm not telling you if I'm not really telling you that you need to be alone for the rest of your life, right? I know you probably saw the title and you're like, holy shit, is he actually giving me a ultimatum, or is he actually giving me like hinting at me that I should be alone? And that's not the case. But what I do want to talk about is the importance of self-commitment, right? And bettering yourself before a relationship, and what that would actually do for your future relationships. A lot of people I know like to fill a lot of voids by jumping into relationships, and I think I'm not gonna say that's normal. Well, I mean, it happens all the time. I wouldn't say it's normal, but it's you see it left and right. And I talk about this girl all the time, but I had a good friend, a very, very, very good friend, who's very, very attractive, who just has trouble with guys. She whenever something happens with one of them, she immediately has to get in a relationship with another. I'm telling you, like, not even a week, maybe. I'll say about average of 5 days, she has to jump into another one to feel loved and to feel wanted. And it's really weird because, you would think she has daddy issues, but she's actually really close with her father and stuff like that. And she just doesn't work on herself ever, right? She just jumps in a relationship and she fills that void, and she says, well, this is what makes me happy. And I always try to break to her, like, I never tell her how to live her life, but I want to know more on why she's that way. And so we sit down and talk about it all the time. And I always tell her that, there's a saying I always say, maybe it's out there already, but I say you need to marry yourself. Okay? And what I mean by that is you need to commit to you. You need to stick with you and better yourself through the ups. That you need to love yourself, actually, through the ups, the downs, the hard times, the great times, the times where you're at fucking rock bottom, you don't think you're going to get out. Just like a marriage, right? You need to stick by your side thick and thin. And I feel like a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people, they see the media, or they see their friends or their family, or and they start to compare themselves to others. And the worst thing you can do is, and all this stuff I'm telling you, right? Like, you shouldn't compare yourself to others, and that you should work on yourself. But what gets me, and the reason I'm making this video is, okay, that, but why don't you do anything about it? And I guess this is more of a discussion. I'm not really talking at you, I'm talking with you. I kind of want to know where you all stand, and why you don't, not you individually, but why do you think so many people don't work on themselves when a date? Like, I would have people come to me, email sessions, coaching sessions, Skype, whatever, and I'll talk in person even. And I'd always talk to them and give them all these things. And while some do listen, some just want to hear it, and then they expect it to be a magic pill and it all go away. And that's not the case, okay? And I always tell them, like, you got to marry yourself. You got to commit to yourself. I talked about this in another video. I think that to have a great relationship, to have an amazing, above average, I'm actually way above average, I'm talking A+ relationship, even a B relationship, right? You have to become a certain person. It takes a certain person to maintain this quality, like, relationship that everyone's just dreams about, right? And I think I used the analogy of weight loss in another video for this. I talked about how, to lose 50 pounds, it takes a certain person to lose 50 pounds. You can't just wake up on average. I'm talking about the average person. There's always the exception. The person just wakes up and sticks with it no matter what. But on average, we all fall back to our old habits, our old routines, or our old, just things that are evil vices that just pull us away and keeps us from our goals. And, You know, it takes a certain person to lose 50 pounds. You have to have a certain mindset. You have to have a certain goal, a certain just determination. Just you know you're going to either crumble or conquer. Okay, and you decide to conquer. You have to just have a certain routine, a certain work habit, a certain just work ethic. You have to move your day around in a certain way to achieve this. It takes a certain person to do it. But before you can be that person that loses 50 pounds, you have to be that person that loses 1. Okay, so you have to think, what does it take to lose a pound? Do that and then build your way up. It takes a certain person to be this way. And the same thing's with relationships. It takes a certain person to maintain quality relationships through thick and thin. You know, that's why the divorce rate's so high, because people don't have this mindset. They think, I love this. You know, maybe, I hate to say it, but love isn't enough. Love is not enough to keep a family together, to keep couples together. You have to be a certain person. And going back to the idea of being alone, I think a lot of the times for a lot of people watching this, I think it might be better if you are alone right now and you work on you. You learn to commit to yourself and to love yourself fully. Now, not just saying it, but actually believing it, accepting your flaws, building your confidence, building your self-esteem. Having a goal in life or a passion and following that and progressing towards it, and having no guy ever knock you off that path is a very, 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 very beautiful thing. But I think so many people lack it. You know, they don't have it. They say they do, like, right? You know, they might say, "Oh, I love to read and I love to write," or I love to do this, or I love to do that. But are you doing it? Are you doing it, you know, as a job? Are you doing it as something that just gives you so much fulfillment and enjoyment, and there's nothing in this world that can knock you off that? A lot of the times it's not. A lot of the times, a lot of people focus on, someone else by comparing themselves to that person, or trying to get that person to commit to them and love them, and then they'll feel happy and loved finally. But you know, that doesn't cure the problem. You know, that just kind of hides the symptoms. And of course, when you're in a relationship, you all know this because it might have happened to you, or you've seen it before, that you know, they just kind of surface. You know, if the guy doesn't text you back right away, you start to freak out. Or if the guy, you know, might be talking to another woman, you start to freak out. Or you know, he might have said something, and again, you're low confidence, you might have took it the wrong way, and you start to freak out. And I think that's the wrong way to go about things. So I think right now a lot of us need to focus on that. That's one of the reasons why I'm single. Okay, so I'm not like just giving you shit and not taking my own advice. That's one of the reasons why I'm single right now. Like, I know right now I am not ready for a relationship. And I do think it's healthy to get in a relationship to know what you want and what you don't want. But that's a big difference there's a big difference between doing that and then jumping in one just to be in one. Like, I have this other friend right now she's an ex, actually. And I hope she doesn't see this video because she'll know I'm talking about her. But I'm not talking bad, but it's just because I love her dearly. She's a great person. She's a great mother. She's beautiful. Again, she's beautiful. Everything about this woman is amazing. But even her, you know, she just got out of a marriage, and now she's already in a relationship. And even her mom was, and I know her mom and stuff, and even her mom was telling her, like, you need to chill out, like, you need to calm down, you're falling too fast. And she's just like giving these half-assed excuses, I'm sorry to say it, on why she's doing it. And again, I totally understand that the heart outpowers the brain, outworks every other thing in your body. Unless you're a male, then your penis probably does it. But you know, I totally understand where she's coming from. I've been there, done that. I was one of those little pansy-ass guys who gave up fucking everything for a girl, and look what happens. And I'm not saying that she should watch out because this guy's gonna screw her over in the end. You know, that's not the right mindset to have. But, like, you can tell by the stuff that she posts on Facebook, by the stuff that she says, by the things that she does, that she has some self-esteem issues, like attachment issues, let's say. She feels like she can only be happy if she's with this guy, and that's not a good thing, in my opinion, from a dating coach's perspective. You need every dating coach will tell you, I don't care if it's men or women, right? they would tell you the first thing you need to do is work on yourself. You need to build your confidence. You need to get your shit together. You need to get your life aligned on where you want it to go, and you have to have a plan of action, okay? You have to have a POA, and you have to go about it, and no matter what, don't let anything knock you off that. You have to become the strongest version of yourself, and your life has to be so awesome that you want to share it with someone else, not the other way around. Not that, okay, this is the first I can go. Now I need this guy in my life to make it even better. That's not how it goes. You can be an amazing woman on your own, and you want to become the best option possible, the best human possible, the most amazing person possible, to the point where guys want to join and jump in your life because they know that you're the real fucking deal, that you're the shit, that you got your shit together. There's no fucking baggage. And when I say baggage, kids aren't baggage, financial problems aren't baggage, mindset's a baggage, right? It's how you handle those situations. So if that being said, maybe it's better to focus on being alone right now. And it doesn't have to be longer. You know, it could be couple months, a year if you want it to be. I would say 6 months is a good time to just drill. It depends on how hard you work, right? Drill the things in that you need to work on. If it's health, fitness, work on yourself, your body, if it's working on your job, making more money, giving your kids a quality life, self-esteem, anything like that, a hobby that you love to do, anything that makes you feel better about yourself and moves your quality of life forward, and I guess and helps people at the same time, because I'm all about helping and giving. That's what's going to make you an amazing woman and make men want to jump into your life, right? And it makes you come off less needy and less clingy. Not saying you are, but sometimes the actions that we give off show that. So with that being said, have a happy Easter. Work on being alone right now. I know that's kind of contradicting what a dating coach does, but I'm all about working on you and working on yourself and becoming the best version possible. So if you could do that for me, I'd highly, highly appreciate it. Love you, ladies. Peace, and have a good Easter.